Paladin.
You ready to move out?
Why establish an outpost at the police station?
Given the nature of the facility, we felt it would be the radio.
Sure.
It might not be. That's all I'm willing.
Ready?
Outstanding.
Why are you standing around here like there's nothing to do? Paladin Dance is waiting for you.
We'll take this out. Follow me. Arcjet is a short hike to the west. If we take this road, we should be able to avoid the larger packs of ferals infesting Cambridge. Traveling this far from the police station is a risk. But getting that transmitter up and running needs to be our top priority. If it was up to me, I'd relocate my team. But Scribe Halen detected some disturbing energy readings in the area that need to be investigated. We don't know much about them, except that they're short-lived and broadcast on a frequency only attainable with a high level of technology. We're concerned that whoever or whatever is creating those energy readings might be a potential threat. So it's our job to investigate.
Always sell what we can't use ourselves.
For the last 7 years, 2 other teams were sent here by the Brotherhood to gather technology. The first team's mission was a huge success. They came back with crates full of pre-war artifacts and historical documents. The second wasn't so fortunate. Shortly after they arrived, we lost contact with them, and they haven't been heard from since. As far as my team goes, we've lost 4 good men and got this. Been a target from the moment we arrived. But despite our setbacks, I don't intend to give up and head home, or end up missing.
Yes. Paladin Dance.
No time for chatter. I don't think we're alone.
Take them all.
Paladin Dance.
Keep checking your 6 for hostiles.
Listen up. We do this clean and quiet. No heroics and by the book. Understood?
This isn't my first rodeo.
I understand that. I'm simply offering valuable tactical advice. You'd do well to listen. Remember, our primary target, stay focused and check your fire. It was corporations like this that put the last nail in the coffin for mankind. They exploited technology for their own gains, pocketing the cash and ignoring the damage they've done. Look at these wrecks. It appears as though the facility's automated security's already been dealt with.
Looks like we missed the party.
You're making a foolishly hasty assessment. Look, these robots were assaulted by...
It sounds like you're scared of synths.
There's a measurable difference between being frightened and being prepared. Now, let's move out. This place is nice. I can still see a few pieces of salvage that the Brotherhood might be interested in. After we're done here, I'll have to mark this place for sweep and retrieve. Looks like a dead end. See if you can find a way to get that door open. I'm gonna reconnoiter the area.
Why the heck are they making us record this? Oh crap, it's on, isn't it? This is Technician Rand, ArcJet Propulsion Division. I'm here with Technician Janowski, work log A1190. Janowski and I have been working on the Mars Shot project for about 3 months now, and I think we have the thrust calculations worked out.
Man, I wish I was headed up there with those guys. It'd be nice to get the hell away from our lousy planet.
Hey, easy. If we don't record these logs properly, we're gonna get fired.
Sweet.
So what?
Of course,
All right.
remember.
Sorry. Look, why don't you toss this tape and we'll start a new one.
Is someone present?
It will appear my target
Stop for a drink, yeah?
Statistically speaking, your survival is improbable.
That's how we do it in the Brotherhood.
Nice.
Damn synths have compromised most of the facility. Remain vigilant. We've got turrets ahead.
There we go.
Mission accomplished.
Hold up.
Intruder alert.
Fine.
There we go.
Bit of exercise, that.
Sweet.
Engine cores ahead. Should be our final stop. Watch your footing. Looks like the power's out in this section. Power backup somewhere. Scout the maintenance area off the main chamber. I'll remain here and watch our backs.
Look at this place. Describes it as a field day.
Perfect. That's it. Got it.
Engine core power restored. Thermal engine fueled, primed, and standing by for your command. Stealth capabilities activated. Command accepted. Commencing 5-second countdown. 5. 4. 3.
Hey,
I'm listening.
your thoughts?
2.
Damn fog's got in my lungs again.
1.
What do you think?
You ain't the worst
Engine
Commonwealth
firing.
scholar I've met, if that's what you're asking.
That's all for now.
Fine.
Test firing completed with an efficiency rating of 96.7%.
Got cooked by those flames. But thanks to my power armor, I'm still in one piece. The important thing is that we're still alive. We have a way to get to the transmitter. Let's go.
Going down. Going up.
movement detected. Curious. Attacking enemy.
I hope that's the last. Damn it. I don't see the device anywhere. Enough chatter. We've got a job to do. Let's get out of here. We'll take the service elevator to the surface.
Going up.
Excuse me, Paladin Dance?
The bunker looks clear. Let's move out.
Paladin Dance.
Well, that could have gone smoother, but mission accomplished.
I don't need an evaluation.
Accepting constructive criticism is the best way to improve ourselves, both physically and mentally. However, this doesn't diminish your role in the operation. Without your assistance, it could have been in jeopardy. That being said, I believe we have two important matters to discuss. First and foremost, if you'll hand me the deep-range transmitter, I'd like to compensate you for your assistance during this operation. I think you'll find this weapon useful. It's my own personal modification of the standard Brotherhood laser rifle. May it serve you well in battle.
That isn't necessary.
I insist you keep it. The Brotherhood believes in paying all of its debts. Now, as far as the second matter goes, I wanted to make you a proposal. We had a lot thrown at us back there. Our op could have ended in disaster. There's no doubt in my mind that you've got what it takes. The way I see it, you've got a choice. You could spend the rest of your life wandering from place to place. Or you could join the Brotherhood of Steel. So, what do you say?
I'd be honored to join.
That's what I wanted to hear. Meet me back at the police station, and we'll...
Excuse me, Paladin Dance?
Report back to the police station. I'll be there soon. Just need to survey the area for technology.
Hey,
Go ahead.
your thoughts?
Damn. Can't remember if I had my bath this week or not.
That was it.
Whatever you say. Fine place to hunker down.
Paladin Dance. Glad to see you alive and well, sir.
Are we in luck, sir?
Mission accomplished. We have the transmitter.
Finally, some good news for a change. Nice work, sir.
I didn't do it alone. Aylin, Reese, it's time to welcome our newest recruit to the Brotherhood. He shows a lot of promise, and with the proper guidance, I think he has the potential of becoming one of the best.
Recruit? After all I did to help, I was expecting more.
Hey, consider yourself lucky. It took me more than a month of training.
So you decided to stay, huh?
I don't have to prove anything to you.
Yeah, you do. You need to...
Reese, that's enough. And you need to understand what it means. We're not soldiers of fortune. If you intend to stay within our ranks...
I was never good at following the rules.
If you intend to stay with us, I expect you to take my advice seriously. I only ask... You fall in line, you stay in line. I give you an order, and you follow it. There's one last order of business I wanted to get out of the way. I'm going to recommend you to be awarded the rank of Knight. Now, nothing's official until you speak to Elder Maxson, but I wanted you to be the first to know.
Thank you.
Thanks aren't necessary. Just continue excelling at your duties, soldier.
Ad Victoriam, Knight.
He doesn't even...
Ad Victoriam means to victory. In our eyes, defeat is unacceptable, because we're fighting for the future of mankind. Our rallying cry is more powerful than any weapon you could ever carry. Remember that. Now, I've received orders that we're both to report to the Prydwen. However, if you want to run a few ops for Scribe Halen or Knight Reed, I'll leave the choice up to you. Let me know when you're ready to mount up.
Paladin.
Are you ready to head up to the ship?
Why did the Brotherhood send it here in the first place?
I'm not sure, but I think it might have something to do with the data on the Commonwealth my team gathered before it arrived. We call our ship the Prydwen. She's loaded with enough troops and supplies to mount a major offensive. If she's here, Elder Maxson's here. And that means we're going to war.
Who's Elder Maxson?
Maxson is the commander of this division of the Brotherhood of Steel. He's the model of what every Brotherhood soldier hopes to become. If we're going to war, I can promise you that he'll be leading the charge. That being said, you're about to get to know the Prydwen up close and personal. I've received orders that we're both to report to her immediately. Follow me up to the roof of the police station. We're going...
Sure.
Well, let's go through that.
That minigun in front of you is loaded and ready to fire. If you spot anything hostile during the flight, I suggest you put it to good use. Make sure you properly identify your targets before you start shooting. We don't want to have any mishaps and fire on the locals. The Commonwealth looks different from up here. It never ceases to amaze me how drastically your perception of the battlefield changes from the air. We're gonna need that edge when we take on the Institute. They've already proven that they're technologically superior, which means there's no telling what types of weapons they'll have in their arsenal. Hopefully, our air superiority and tactical know-how will make the difference. Now all we have to do is find them. And I'm betting that Elder Maxson will have a plan already in place by the time we arrive. Commonwealth's last hope for survival. Every man, woman, and child below is in mortal danger. If we fail, it's only a matter of time before the enemy overwhelms the population. Cleansing the Commonwealth is our duty, and I will gladly spill my own blood if it ensures our victory. We're on final approach to the airport. The Prydwen should be coming into view just ahead. We'll be meeting Lancer Captain Kells on the flight deck. Just stick close to me and answer all of his questions. All right, soldier. This is the moment when everything changes. I hope you're ready.
Whiskey's running low. Better find some more, and soon.
Paladin Dance.
There's Lancer Captain Kells. Follow me. Permission to come aboard, sir?
Permission granted. And welcome back, Paladin. Allow me to be the first to congratulate you on a successful mission. And is this our new recruit?
Yes, sir. I feel promoted him to initiate, and I'd like to sponsor his entry into our rankings personally.
Yes.
Head over there.
You'll be pleased to know that Elder Maxon's approved your request and placed the recruit in your charge.
Thank you, sir. And my current orders?
You are to remain on the Privy and await further instructions.
Very good, sir. Ad Victoriam, Captain.
Ad Victoriam.
When I get off duty, that's all.
Elder Maxon?
Your orders were to speak to Lancer Captain Kells. I suggest you follow them to the letter.
Hey.
Hey, I'm trying to listen to Elder
Hey
Maxon.
Hey, I'm trying to listen to Elder Maxon.
Commonwealth's a dangerous place. Make sure you gear up before you head out.
Awesome. That's impressive.
Kells.
So, you're the one, Paladin Dan.
Looks can be deceiving.
Which is precisely why I personally insist on scrutinizing every recruit who boards this vessel. I've read Paladin Dance's reports. You might expect an endorsement like that to grant you the Brotherhood of Steel has traveled. As the captain of this, understood?
It's not like I have a choice.
If you want to remain with us, that's all for now, soldier. Your orders are if you have any question.
I don't have any questions.
Then I suggest you head over to the command deck immediately. Dismissed, Initiate.
Welcome aboard, Elder Max.
Brothers and sisters, the road behind has been long and fraught with difficulty. Each and every one of you has surpassed my expectations by rapidly facilitating our arrival in the Commonwealth. You have accomplished this amazing feat without a hint of purpose or direction. And most impressively, without question. Now that the ship is in position, it is time to reveal our purpose and our mission. The Commonwealth. There is a cancer, known as the Institute. A malignant growth that needs to be cut before it infects the surface. They are experimenting with dangerous technologies that could prove to be the world's undoing for the second time in recent history. The Institute scientists have created a weapon that transcends the destructive nature of the atom bomb. They call their creation the Synth, a robotic abomination of technology that is free-thinking and masquerades as a human being. This notion that a machine could be granted free will is not only offensive, but horribly dangerous. And like the atom, if it isn't harnessed properly, it has the potential of rendering us extinct as a species. I am not prepared to allow the Institute to continue this line of experimentation. Therefore, the Institute and their synths are considered enemies of the Brotherhood of Steel, and should be dealt with swiftly and mercilessly. This campaign will be costly. and many lives will be lost. But in the end, we will be saving humankind from its worst enemy. Itself. Ad Victoriam!
Ad Victoriam!
Ad Victoriam!
I care about them, you know. The people of the Commonwealth.
I can see that. They're playing with fire and we need to save them.
Exactly. I just hope we're here in time. I refuse to allow the mistakes of the past to be repeated.
You're not going to convince me you're right.
Yet despite that, Paladin Dan still feels you'd be an asset to the Brotherhood. Seeing as he's one of my most respected field officers, you couldn't get a better recommendation. Therefore, from this and, befitting your title, we're granting you a suit of power armor to protect you on the field of battle. Wear it with pride.
I'll do my best to live up to it.
I'm certain that you will.
In any event, once you're finished becoming familiar with the Pridwin and my staff, report to the flight. Welcome aboard the Pridwin, soldier. Make us proud.
Elder Maxim, I have a set of plans to build a signal interceptor to get me inside the Institute.
An intriguing proposal that I'll have to seriously consider. However, before I allow any of my soldiers to breach the Institute, careful preparations need to be made. In the meantime, I need you to follow my orders and remain patient.
This doesn't make sense. I thought you were eager to take the fight to the Institute.
I am. But I need you to view this from my perspective. I'm not willing to risk the lives of my soldiers, based solely on a set of crudely drawn plans. Give us time to validate the information you've discovered. Then when the time is right, I promise you, I'll do everything in my power to construct that device. You're dismissed, Knight.
Excuse me, Elder Maxim.
Take some time to familiarize yourself with the ship.
There has to be
on
a
the
better
flight
way
deck
of
for your
saving
mission.
Commonwealth without endangering people we're supposed to
Internal
protect.
monitoring active. Looks quiet.
I wish there were. We have no idea.
Status report.
Green across the board, sir. Nothing new.
Good. Carry on, Knight. Congratulations on the promotion, Knight. You're going into the Institute alone? Seems like a suicide mission to me.
I believe we're due for a bit of a chat after you've spoken to Elder Maxon and Paladin Dance.
So how did it look out there?
We've got a lot of work ahead of us, brother.
No sense turning your nose up at something that might be useful.
Dance?
There you are. How did it go with Elder Maxon?
He sounds pretty delusional to me. You don't actually buy everything he's saying, do you?
You shouldn't judge Maxon on his words alone. His actions prove his sincerity. I just hope you appreciate how much of a chance I'm taking bringing you into the fold this quickly. Not to put too fine a point on it, but if you screw up, we go down together.
I'm not comfortable being watched so closely.
Well, you better get used to it. If you want to remain a part of the Brotherhood of Steel, you're going to have to adjust to the military way of life. Now, I know you're eager to hop into a suit of power armor and take the fight to the Institute. In order to be an effective part of the team, you need to learn your way around this ship and get... Since I've been officially assigned to you as your sponsor,
Sounds good. Let's go.
Outstanding.
Excuse me.
We heading out?
That's right. Let's get going.
After you, then.
Paladin Dance.
Ready to continue our mission, soldier?
That depends. How are you feeling?
My power armor systems are within... You just give the word, and we can begin our mission.
I just want to trade a few things.
Very well. Help yourself.
If it looks dead, put one more in its head for good measure. Why
There.
take the chance?
Try it now.
Nothing. I was supposed to report 10 minutes ago. If you can't fix it...
I can fix it. You're the one who decided to kick your way through a mirelurk. Got it.
There it is.
Unless you like getting
Thanks,
radiation
brother.
sickness.
I owe you.
I'd stay away from ferals.
Watch your step on the flight deck. It's a long way down.
So, you're the new recruit I heard about. Huh, not what I was expecting.
What were you expecting?
The last batch of recruits we took on were Wastelanders.
Sure.
They were desperate and looking for an easy out. You look like you're... Anyway, since you came down here to meet me, we may as well get it over with. My name's Ingram. And if your power armor's too tight in the crotch, the Pridwin's about to crash into the ground, or a robot's gone haywire, you come see me.
Sounds like you have a pretty full plate.
Plate? Hell. There isn't a day that goes by on this tub without 5 or 6 things breaking down. And since I'm stuck in this rig, I'm not quite as spry as I used to be. The work tends to pile up.
Actually, you seem to be getting around really well.
I suppose it's better than the alternative. Anyway, I'm sure you're here to get your hands on some power armor. There's a pretty decent T-60... Oh, and if you need any work done on it, feel free to use the workshops around here. Now, if you'll excuse me...
Unless you like getting shot, never turn your back on a gunner. Ad Victoriam, brother.
Seen a mutie up close? Man, they're ugly.
They weren't always like that. Super mutants were regular people like you and me, until Institute scientists turned them into something else.
You're telling me the Institute created those monsters? Why?
Hell if I know. Maybe just to prove they could. These muties might look the part, but if you ask me, the Institute is the real monster.
I'll just stay behind you while you got
right
that
now.
thing on.
Gotta clean the Mirelurk scat off my boots.
Step forward, Knight. Even though they've locked me in this blasted cage, I promise that I won't bite.
Looks uncomfortable in there.
It's not that bad. Now, this is the stowage depot, and I, as you probably already guessed, am the ship's quartermaster. The powers that be have me locked in here, so I can keep an eye on the Brotherhood's valuables.
That's good to know.
I'm glad you're the agreeable type. When I tell most of the new recruits that they have to buy their own equipment, the good news is by having a constant flow of caps. Yeah, I'm mostly interested in weapons, but I'll take anything useful. Of course.
Mm-hmm. I could use some extra caps.
You need them. It just involves a little bit of heavy lift.
Right.
And since I'm stuck up here, after you're done with the meat, in the meantime, have you...
Proctor Teagan.
Remember, come find
Glad
me
to
when
have
you're
you
done
on.
meeting the rest of the crew. I'll be at work if you need it.
Proctor Quinlan.
Ah, good. You're finally here. Just...
I think you're confusing me with someone else.
Since it's obvious that you aren't who I was expecting.
Maxon wanted me to meet the crew, so you were next on my list.
Ah, yes. You must be the new recruit described in Paladin. Under normal circumstances, I'd provide you with a proper orientation of my department. However, unfortunately...
Maybe I can lend you a hand.
That would be...
Sure.
As you... I'm all... And if in any event...
Glad you finally stopped by, soldier. Are you ready for your medical...
What kind of medical exam? I feel fine.
There's nothing... It's my response. I'm going to... as a...
There wasn't that much radiation around before the bomb.
If you were... Anyway, okay. Have you...
Never been seriously sick in my life.
Good. Have you...
No. Never have.
Very well. Last question. Would you...
If my life's in danger, I'll do whatever.
That's an... Excellent. Sure. I see no... If you ever need...
Captain.
Something I can do for you, soldier?
Yeah. See what's wrong with me, Doc.
All right, soldier. You'll be fine. Just tell me what the trouble is.
I'm pretty beat up.
I've seen worse. Better stitch you up before infection sets in, though. Done. Now, was there anything else bothering you?
Just hurt all over.
Huh? You look...
Got a chill in my bones that won't come out.
Done. Now,
So many nights
was
I'm
there...
sleeping in the fog.
Now that you've familiarized yourself with the Pridwin's crew, are you ready for your next assignment, brother?
Yes, Elder.
Good. Let's get right to it. Take a look over there. Having those to make matters worse, I won't understand.
Consider it done.
Look, I realize you're eager. The Brotherhood. Now, you're dismissed.
I prefer laser weapons myself.
Ridwin is a magnificent ship, and we're lucky to have her in our arsenal.
Oh, hello, friend. What is going on? Nah, I wish you could. You would think they would add a mod for you to be able to fly them. That'd be fucking awesome. But unfortunately, they don't fly them. I know, right? They did add a mod. They did add a mod for the
What the hell happened here?
Getting hungry. No green
Yeah, that's what mine's on PS5.
Shaun, what is it? Oh. What's that?
I'll show you. This place is wrecked pretty good.
Stupid noise is over with.
What's that?
Ah! Wounded!
No such thing as junk as far as I'm concerned. Everything's got a use.
Out there! Somewhere!
fancy machines either. None of them.
What's that? Someone
Look
there?
at this mess.
I wish a bucket had a noise?
Stop for a drink, yeah?
Look at this place.
You must hate these mutants.
Why do you hate super mutants so much?
They're responsible for the death of a close friend, a Brotherhood knight named Cutler. So when you ask if I hate them, I say hate's too gentle a word. These monstrosities are just another example of man blindly taking a step forward, only to wind up stumbling 2 steps back. I've been fighting for years, trying to put a stop to this madness. And just when I thought we were getting the upper hand, along come the synths. I've seen what these super mutants do to people. Can you imagine what the synths would do to us if they ever got the upper hand? It would be Armageddon repeated, and maybe the end of everything that we hold dear. Look, I don't mean to bore you with my rhetoric. I just want you to understand how important these missions are.
How could synths bring about our destruction?
If the synths reached the point where they outnumbered mankind, how long would it take for them to decide we were no longer necessary? They certainly possess the capability to make more of their own kind, so we'd become expendable. And with Institute technology on their side, nothing could stop them. Not even the Brotherhood. It's a nightmare scenario almost too terrible to contemplate. Anyway, that's enough of that. What's important here is that you got the job done and secured these warheads. You should head back up to the Prydwen and talk to Maxon. I'm sure he'll want to debrief you as soon as possible. Dismissed.
Something unpleasant. Better to build what you need than pay someone else for it.
Outstanding work at Fort Strong, soldier.
What happens at Fort Strong now?
Paladin Dance is supervising the transfer of the Fat Man warheads to the Prydwen. They'll provide quite an edge to our arsenal. I've also ordered a detachment to occupy the location, and use it as a staging area to protect the eastern side of the airport. All in all, you handed us quite a valuable location.
It was an honor fighting for the Brotherhood.
I'm glad you feel that way, because our mission here has only just begun. In order to bring the Institute to its knees, we need to use every weapon at our disposal. I try to supply my soldiers with the best. That's why I'm giving you these. Signal grenades can call a vertibird to your location when you need aerial transport. Simply throw one to the ground, and the vertibird will hone in on the unique electromagnetic smoke it emits. Once you're aboard, use the map on your Pip-Boy to interface with the pilot's navigation system, so he'll be able to take you wherever you need.
Thank you, Elder. I'll make good use of them.
I expect that you will. Now, I'm sure you're aware that Fort Strong, and even greater by now, I'm sure you've deduced that our arrival in the Commonwealth wasn't coincidental. We're here because of a unique energy reading recorded by Paladin Dance's recon team. The moment that's in the Institute. To accomplish this, I've had our scribe, the only logic. That's where we need.
I have a way to infiltrate the Institute.
So it appears we share a common goal. I'm pleased that you've chosen to build the device. Now, indulge me for a moment by...
I think they're the ones who kidnapped my son.
The Institute preys on the weak to further their own ends. Together, we'll make them pay for their crimes. I'll call ahead and brief Proctor Ingram. Report to the airport, and get to work on your project right away.
The list of maintenance fixes keeps getting longer and longer.
Elder Maxon said you'd help me build the signal interceptor.
So, looks like you're calling the shots around here now, huh? Alright, I'll bite. What does your new miracle device do?
The Institute uses
teleportation? This explains, not to mention, and this little...
Oh, you definitely know your stuff.
Damn, it's difficult. It's gonna...
I'm glad you can make sense of those plans.
I haven't... You're...